Welcome to NJIT's commencement ceremony. We kindly ask that you silence your cell phones and be respectful of the decorum of this academic celebration. Please be aware that this event may include smoke effects, strobe lights, and loud sounds. In case of an emergency, please take the moment to familiarize yourself with the nearest exit. Kindly take your seats. The processional will commence shortly. Thank you.
Let the commencement begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome New Jersey Institute of Technology's class of 2025, representing each of NJIT's colleges and schools. Newark College of Engineering, founded in 1919. J. Robert and Barbara A. Hilliard College of Architecture and Design, founded in 1973. Jordan Hugh College of Science and Liberal Arts, founded in 1982. Albert Dorman Honors College, founded in 1985. Martin Tuckman School of Management, founded in 1988. College of Computing, founded in 2001. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering down the center aisle, the distinguished faculty of the university. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering down the center aisle, representatives of the Golden Highlanders, NJIT's most senior alumni, as members of the Alumni Association founded in 2008. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Board of Trustees, the Foundation Board of Directors, university officers, deans, academic leadership, and honors guests of the university, followed by Provost Dr. John Palesco and this year's Mace Bearer, Vice President for Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Lawrence Simon, and the President of NJIT, Dr. Tech Lim.
Good morning, class of 2025, members of the faculty, and distinguished guests. As Provost of the New Jersey Institute of Technology, I hereby call this commencement ceremony to order. Please rise for the posting of colors by members of the Air Force ROTC Detachment 490 and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by Kasia Dauderlin. And ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Honored guests, faculty, friends, families, and graduates, I'm pleased to welcome you to the 2025 commencement ceremony honoring candidates for bachelor's degrees from all of our colleges and schools. We hope you'll enjoy this ceremony and remember it fondly for many years to come. Because this is such a special day for all of our graduates, we ask that you stay until the event concludes so that everyone will feel honored by your presence. Next, let me introduce the members of the stage party by group. As I introduce each member, please rise to be recognized, but I ask that everyone kindly hold your applause until the end. We'll start with the individuals from our various boards. From the Board of Trustees, Chair Robert Cohen, Co-Vice Chair Dennis Toft, Trustees Jason Baines, Elisa Charters, Gary Doms, Diane Montalto, Jim Stamatis, and Kim Fearley. From the Foundation at NJIT Board of Directors, Chairman Steve Saperstein, Directors John McCann, Patrick Natal, Karen Fryer, and Christine Guzman. Next, I invite NJIT's 9th President, Dr. Tek Lim, to please rise. Next, I'd like to recognize the deans of each of our colleges. Dean Moshe Kayam, Newark College of Engineering. Dean Gabriella Spurdy, the Hillier College of Architecture and Design. Dean Kevin Belfield, the Jordan Hu College of Science and Liberal Arts. Dean Lewis Hamilton, the Albert Dorman Honors College. Dean Oya Tukel, the Martin Tuckman School of Management. And Dean Jamie Payton, the Yingwu College of Computing. And followed by members of the President's Cabinet, please rise. And finally, the leadership from all of our schools and colleges, please rise. Can we give all of the stage party a round of applause? Thank you. You may be seated. I also want to acknowledge a very important group who helped each graduate reach this milestone, the members of our faculty. These dedicated professionals have provided you with valuable classroom instruction and have contributed to your intellectual growth in labs, in the field, and in the community. They've served as teachers, as mentors, and as role models, guiding you towards academic achievement and preparing you for your future endeavors, whether it be further study, entry into the workforce, or pursuing other post-commencement adventures. I'd like to ask that all members of our faculty, including those on the stage, please rise to be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. It's my privilege to recognize the class of 2025. Yes, they deserve a round of applause. A number of our candidates for baccalaureate degrees are wearing medallions, signifying that they're graduating with academic honors, Latin honors, and membership in nationally recognized honor societies appropriate to their discipline. I'd like to congratulate each of these members on their achievements. Can they rise for a second and be recognized? Anybody wearing a medallion? Congratulations. We'd also like to acknowledge and thank those members from the graduating class who have served in the Armed Forces of the United States and those who are part of our ROTC program for their service. Can I ask those members to please rise and be recognized? And I'd also like to thank and recognize our senior class president, Matthew Torres, who was our class crier today. Later in the ceremony, Matthew will receive a Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering Technology. He did an outstanding job as class crier. Let's give Matthew a round of applause. I now call upon Dean Lewis Hamilton of the Albert Dorman Honors College.
Thank you. Today, as we recognize the accomplishments of our scholars, we also pause to honor the legacy of alumnus Albert Dorman, the visionary founding benefactor of the Honors College, who passed away only last year. An inspired and motivated student, Dr. Dorman graduated first in his class in 1945 at the age of 19. He went on to become the founding chair and CEO of AECOM, a member of the National Academy of Engineering, and a fellow of the American Institutes of Architecture. In 1995, Dr. Dorman's leadership and support led to the elevation of NJIT's honors program into its first named college. It is thought to be the first honors college at a public polytechnic university. His remarks at the college's 25th anniversary bear repeating today, so listen well, graduates. I quote, "I want to challenge all of you to become committed, to augment your technical skills with other skills, to make it a lifelong duty to define and achieve important social as well as scientific goals, and an action plan for the common good." Now, will the Albert Dorman Honors College medal recipients please rise? Having completed the rigorous honors curriculum and contributed over 35,000 hours of service to our campus and to our community here in Newark, the candidates of the Albert Dorman Honors College wear the blue and gold ribbon on their medals with pride. This distinction, along with their associated degree discipline, will be bestowed upon each of them. Congratulations. I now would like to introduce our student speaker, who will be receiving a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering degree shortly. Please join me in welcoming Marina Samuel, Student Senate President.
Thank you, Dean Hamilton, for, thank you. Just a little short. Thank you, Dean Hamilton, for the wonderful introduction. And congratulations, class of 2025. My name is Marina Samuel, and I've had the honor of serving as the 100th president of the Student Senate here at NJIT. Being the 100th president has felt like carrying a torch lit by generations of student leaders before me. And looking back, I hope I've helped keep the legacy alive. It's been one of the greatest privileges of my college experience to advocate for students, to help build community, and to give back to a place that's given so much to me. As I reflect on this incredible journey, I'm reminded that leadership isn't about the title. It's about listening, showing up, and leaving things a little better than you found them. And today, I get to do something I've dreamt of for years. Stand here and speak to all of you, my fellow graduates, on this unforgettable day. What a beautiful sight, friends, classmates, families, professors, all gathered to honor this incredible moment. I'm so proud of what we've accomplished, and I'm filled with hope for what's next. Today is not just the end of a chapter, it's the beginning of something brand new. NJIT wasn't just a campus, it was a proving ground. It tested us, challenged us. At times, it even overwhelmed us with deadlines, labs, coding errors, research proposals, and group chats that were way too quiet until the night before something was due. It taught us how to think critically, how to adapt, how to lead, and how to work harder than we thought possible. It brought out our creativity, our resilience, and our problem-solving spirit. NJIT gave us more than an education. It gave us the confidence to build something of our own and the courage to keep building when things got hard. When I started college, I had 3 goals: graduate summa cum laude, graduate with little to no debt, and speak at commencement. These weren't just goals, they were anchors. They helped me stay grounded when things felt uncertain. They reminded me that discipline, vision, and faith could carry me through even the most difficult moments. But through all of that, it also transformed me. And while I'm proud to say I achieved them, I've learned something even more important. The path you start on may not be the path you stay on, and that's okay. Like many of you, I had a plan. I was supposed to graduate and go straight into the industry. That was just the next step, until it wasn't. An unexpected opportunity came up, the chance to stay here and pursue a PhD in biomechanics. It was exciting, but it was also terrifying. The plan I had spent building suddenly shifted. But, as Steve Jobs once said, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. And looking back now, I realize that moment of uncertainty became one of the greatest gifts of my life. Because growth doesn't always come in the form of a promotion or a perfect plan. It often comes disguised as fear, doubt, and change. So, to my fellow graduates, make plans but hold them lightly. Be bold but stay open. Let your goals give you direction, but let your heart lead you through those detours. And through it all, don't forget who helped you get here. First and foremost, thank you to my mom. Your love, sacrifice, and strength have been the foundation of every success in my life. To my dad, El Besha, God rest his soul, this moment is for you. Your memory gives me purpose. To my siblings, my priest, and my NJIT family, thank you for your encouragement, your prayers, and your belief in me, even when I struggle to believe in myself. And above all, thank you to God for the grace to keep going and the wisdom to know when to trust the unknown. Before I go, let me leave you with this. The world needs your fire, your ideas, and your compassion. But more than anything, it needs your authenticity. Show up fully, even when you're uncertain, even when it's hard, Because the courage to keep going, even when the path changes, is what will define your story. So, class of 2025, go out there, make your mark, trust the journey, call your mom, and if all else fails, ask ChatGPT. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Marina. My name is Alfred Martinez, and on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Alumni Association of NJIT, I welcome you and the entire graduating class of 2025 as the newest members of the Alumni Association of NJIT. I also would like to recognize the alumni present today who graduated in 1975 or before. Would the Golden Highlanders please rise? We would like to acknowledge the most senior alumni marching today: Cynthia Pruitt and Len Woodzanowski, class of 1955. Please come forward to be recognized.
I now call upon Robert Cohen, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to confer the honorary doctorate degrees. Robert.
Thank you, Provost Blesko. By the way, I think that's awesome to celebrate. We have the Golden Highlanders from the class of 1975, and you just saw two individuals from the class of 1955. So, well done. I am a three-time graduate of this fine university, by the way, mechanical engineers, for those mechanical engineers out there. There you go. And very proud. I'm a couple years away from Golden Highlanders, yes, so you could applause for me back then. At this time, we move to the presentation of the awards and honors the university bestows each year. The extraordinary individuals we recognize today with honorary degrees, the highest honor we have at NJIT, were selected on the basis of their contributions to their profession and to society at large. I now call upon Trustee Gary Doms to present our first honorary doctorate awarded to Mr. Dennis Bohm.
Good morning, everybody, and first of all, congratulations to all of you, the class of 2025. Well done. So I'm honored today to be able to present this honorary degree to Dennis Bohm. On a personal note, when I first joined the Board of Trustees, Dennis was on the board and took me under his wing to help guide me through those first couple of years as being a trustee, so this has special meaning to me. Mr. Bohm is the former president and CEO of Verizon New Jersey, an NJIT Emeritus Trustee, and executive in residence at Montclair State University's Feliciano School of Business. He is also a member of the Feliciano Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, which facilitates real-life entrepreneurial experiences for students at the university. In recognition of his distinguished and outstanding career, the Board of Trustees of New Jersey Institute of Technology is pleased to confer the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa upon Mr. Dennis Bohm. As Mr. Dennis Bone is unable to join us today due to extenuating circumstances, Trustee Cohen will accept the honorary degree on his behalf.
We're deeply grateful for the remarkable impact Mr. Bone has had on our community and the state of New Jersey and beyond. It is a privilege to accept this honorary degree on his behalf and celebrate a career marked by leadership, innovation, and service. I can tell you as a trustee, and he was on the trustee board for a long time, please appreciate that trustees, we get involved in the curriculum and whatnot, and people give their time, and Mr. Dennis Bone gave extraordinary amount of time to the betterment of this university, and the university is better because of it. So please, another round of applause in recognition of Mr. Dennis Bone. For our next honorary doctorate, will Mrs. Jennifer Tubbert please come forward? Please come forward. Thank you. I am honored to present to an extraordinary member of the NJIT community, Jennifer Tubbert, the honorary degree, Doctor's degree of Science. Jennifer is a worldwide chair of innovative medicine at Johnson & Johnson and a member of the board of directors of the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America. At J&J, Ms. Tubbert is a leader in shaping the global strategy of transformational medical innovations to deliver vital new medicines to prevent, treat, and cure complex diseases, including cancer, immune-related disorders, cardiovascular disease, and others. In recognition of her outstanding accomplishments, the Board of Trustees of the New Jersey Institute of Technology is pleased to confer the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa upon Ms. Jennifer Tubbert. These hoods are so complicated. Which way do they go? Upside down? I don't know. One of these we'll figure it out. The funny part is nobody really notices a difference, but we got this right. I invite Ms. Jennifer Tubbert to the podium.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. I think we got this right now, and thank you so much. President Lim, Provost Pilesko, distinguished faculty, Board of Trustees and Directors, Golden Highlanders, alumni, 2025 graduates, family, and friends. Thank you so much for this incredible honor. I am truly grateful to be here with you today. NJIT is such a jewel in this state and is the only five-star public university in New Jersey. I've had the tremendous good fortune to work in healthcare innovation my entire career, and at Johnson & Johnson for the last 20 years. And what started off for me as a love of science and medicine really grew into a passion for impact. Impact for patients and their families around the world. I've gotten to work alongside brilliant minds across science and business and see how breakthroughs can truly transform lives. And I am so proud to count more than 250 NJIT alumni as colleagues at Johnson & Johnson. You know, I've learned along the way the path is not always straight. In fact, it's filled with all kinds of twists and turns. But if you embrace the opportunities and strive to get the best out of those that you're with, the journey can lead you far beyond your expectations. I can imagine many of you are excited and maybe a little bit scared about what's next. So as I reflect on the moment, a few thoughts. First of all, your STEM education from this terrific university can take you so many places. So on your journey, strive for impact rather than striving for a title or for a role. If you focus on having impact in an area that you love, it will be so much more rewarding than simply a position or a title, and trust me, the positions and the titles will come. Next, innovation is a true team sport. It rarely happens alone. So seek out and work with people who are smarter than you, who have different experiences and perspectives than you. It'll spark creativity and innovation, ensure you continue to be positively challenged, and will drive continued learning throughout your career. Third, say yes. There are always a number of reasons to say no to something. Instead, find the reasons to say yes. Saying yes to opportunities will open doors to things you've never imagined. And it'll be hard, but it'll prove much more valuable and a heck of a lot more fun. And last, stay true to yourself and true to your values. It'll help fuel authenticity in all that you do. So it's really not about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about the people you'll meet, the places you'll go, the experiences and the innovation you'll have. So make the most of it. Thank you again for this incredible honor. I wish you health, happiness, and tremendous impact in your exciting journeys ahead. Thank you.
I now call upon Trustee Elisa Charters to present the honorary doctorate to Kevin O'Toole.
Thank you. My apologies. Okay. So, Mr. Kevin O'Toole is a founding and managing partner of O'Toole Scrivo, a law practice employing 90 attorneys and staff encompassing areas including environmental law, risk management, class actions, and corporate investigations. He also had a long and distinguished career in the New Jersey legislature, where he served for 22 years as both a senator and assemblyman, and has long recognized for his bipartisan leadership within our state. Mr. O'Toole has served as chair of the Board of Commissioners of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey since August 2017, overseeing an annual $9 billion budget, $65 billion in assets, and the most significant infrastructure projects in our region, country, and world. The impact of his leadership touches the lives of each and every one of us by safely connecting and transporting us locally in our daily bi-state commutes to New York City and globally to anywhere else in the world we visit or may call home. The transportation and infrastructure ecosystem of our ports, our rails, tunnels, bridges, terminals, airports account for an economic impact of $16 billion in tax revenues and supports about 560,000 jobs in our region. Mr. O'Toole's level of responsibility over the last 8 years, roughly 1 million of people who utilize the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey's facilities each day and tens of millions each month for both leisure and business is highly impressive and appreciated. In recognition of his distinguished accomplishments, the Board of Trustees of the New Jersey Institute of Technology is pleased to confer the degree of Humane Letters honoris causa upon Mr. Kevin O'Toole.
I hope that's a fan up there. So I'm coming in here today. I'm not so sure this is actually my life. This is a wild ride. First, to the graduates, congratulations, job well done. We are so, so proud of you. Let me just say that the last speaker, Jennifer, talked about a journey. And the graduates, you had a journey since the day you were born to be here today. And you didn't do that journey alone. So if we can ask the parents, the moms and dads and the siblings and the grandparents, those who have been with that journey, stand up and get a round of applause for those who have made this journey possible. Parents, stand up. Siblings, stand up. Round of applause. Job well done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. President Lim, thank you for this honor of a lifetime. I never thought years ago I'd be standing in front of this amazing crowd receiving a doctorate. Are you crazy? It's insane. To the class of 2025, I want you to remember the emotion of the day. Remember this, how wonderful you feel. Bottle it up and take it with you on your journey. You know, I don't know why I've been given this honor of a lifetime to speak to you. And frankly, I didn't know what to say coming to a class of engineers and computer folks and architects and liberal and management. So what I did, I looked at the Webster's dictionary. I said, what is engineering? And here's what it says. It's the application of science and mathematics by which the properties of matter and sources of energy in nature are made useful to people. As a lawyer, I have no idea what that even means. But here's what I can tell you about engineers and management and computing and the smart ones. The people in front of me, you're the brainiacs. You're the smart ones of this generation. You are powering the engine of America for the next 2 generations, and you should be applauded for that. Now, I want you to look around the room. Look around this room. Look at the graduates, their faces, the moms and dads. You know what this is? This is America. This is America of today. And you talk about journeys. Imagine your ancestors from wherever you came from looking down here today and saying you've made it as a graduate of one of the greatest schools in the country. You should be proud. Your ancestors are proud. Your parents are proud. We are proud. And it is up to you to unleash the potential of America, folks. That is what today will call you. That is your calling. You know, I grew up thinking that the people who have these commencement speakers, they do one of 2 things. One, they donate a lot of money to the school. I have not done that. 2, or not yet at least. 2, you've done something really good in your life. And modestly, I don't think I've gotten there yet. I come here today as the chairman of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. And I am honored to be here as your commencement speaker. And my message to you is very simple. Life is about connectivity. That's all we're about. From the moment we are born, we learn how to connect to our families, our friends, and our society. To the point, let me tell you a brief story about my life. I am a first-generation American. I had a mother who was born in Wonsan, North Korea, a communist country. the age of 13 in 1951, after seeing her family be interrogated and literally marched off to camp and killed, she decided at the age of 13 to leave her country and go to South Korea. 13 years old, with the clothes on her back and a little suitcase, and she traveled at night. And after several months, she made it to South Korea as a 13-year-old. She made it over there safely, and she became a domestic helper. Within a year or two, she worked for the South Korean military. She was washing clothes. And she was literally taking the clothes to the river, washing clothes for the military. And there she met my father, who was an American military, a GI. They had this forbidden relationship, having a North Korean and an American get together. It was forbidden, but over the years they got together. In 1957, they came to this place called America. They raised 7 kids in Essex County. And my mother, who had literally no formal education, she gave me 2 things to live by. She said, number 1, education is the key to success. And number 2, treat others the way you want to be treated. Pretty simple stuff. Some of the greatest advice I got from that woman, who at age of 13 had more common sense in her, more courage than anybody else that I know. So I was taught at a young age, don't expect a handout. I've worked since the age of 7, did what I had to do, worked 2 jobs to get through college and law school. When I graduated law school, I had $50,000 in debt, which today, for you smart people, it's $128,000. But I got by with some government assistance and some help. Now, I'm going to tell you something here. Here's a secret. Lawyer, I got a law firm, Port Authority, pretty important stuff. I will tell you, I hated school. I was terrible at school. Sorry, President. I was a C student in college, God forbid. And I knew to listen to my mother, to break out of this zone of poverty. I wanted to be the first lawyer, the first college graduate. I wanted to do something special. So I wanted to go to law school. I took the LSATs, didn't do great. I got waitlisted to Seton Hall. I got a phone call in August of '86, and they said, hey, Kevin, 2 people are not coming to law school. You can come on in. I said, I'm in. I said, what do I got to do? They go, yo, $8,000. I go, I don't have $8,000. They go, just sign this document. It's a student loan. I said, okay, I'll sign it. And that's how I paid for my first year and second and third. Going through law school was a struggle, I will tell you. And to that point, I was cleaning out my office yesterday with my daughter, who's a 26-year-old, who works for me at the law firm. And she found my law school transcript. And she came in giggling. She goes, Dad, she goes, this is your transcript? I go, yeah. She goes, you were a terrible student. She goes, you had 2 Ds and you failed the class. I go, okay, that's true, I did. But she goes, you always told me it had to get A's and B's to excel and all that. And it's true, I didn't do well in law school. I had a Professor Gahuli during my journey said to me, Kevin, this isn't for you. Go back to your life and be a landscaper and pump gas. And I said, I don't think I could do that. Well, I found that after law school, and I took the bar and passed, that I had a reading disability that gave me a little bit of a problem. But you get through. You talk about the challenges you face. That was one of the challenges. I will tell you, I stand here today after 22 years serving in the legislature as the chair of the Port Authority, and I will tell you, and representing the Port Authority, they are the greatest, the most hardworking individuals operating the most complex, busiest transportation infrastructure systems in the country. Our facilities include airports, bridges, tunnels, bus and ferry terminals, path, rail, seaports, and a 16-acre World Trade Center campus. We have 2,000 police officers who keep us safe. They protect our national treasures when they are sought as targets by some of our country's enemies. We spend $3 billion in capital construction and $2 billion for operating and maintenance. And where does the money go, you ask? And by the way, billions with a B, crazy numbers. $19 billion at JFK, $10 billion to build a new path terminal, $1 billion upgrading path. We're investing billions in wharfs in Perth and berths, and $2 billion. Who's heard of the George Washington Bridge? We're spending $2 billion to restore that wonderful transportation hub. And who do we serve? We serve the people, you, your relatives, your community. We transport goods. In the Hudson River crossings, we have 250 million vehicles, path, 57 million passengers, Midtown bus terminal, 65 million people. Our airports see 150 million people a year. Our ports handle 9 million containers a year. the largest, most busiest port in the country. But it all goes to connectivity. Our Port Authority, we're builders, not just of bridges and terminals, but of possibilities. We connect millions of people each day, and behind every single mile of track or in our terminals is a singular mission to empower movement, growth, and opportunity. And our roots with the NJIT run deep. We are proud to have scores of NJIT alumni driving key work across our agency, its engineering, technology, finance, and operations. Many of our current employees, their parents, and their children have studied here, including the son of our chief engineer who's here today. Some have watched them move into dorms, and today we see them march across the stage. The NJIT is a part of the Port Authority story, and it's part of the Port Authority family, literally. We currently have 100 NJIT graduates working at the Port Authority in our staff, 50 of them working in multiple disciplines in the engineering department, and over 300 more consultants and contractors working on our projects. Not 250, Jennifer, 300 we have, just so you know. We have graduates in our staff going back to days where the NJIT was called the Newark College of Engineering. Let me just say something, and I'm sure every commencement speaker has said it since the time, that these are challenging times, and no one needs to tell you that. But in fact, these are challenging times, and one of the speakers talked about what you need in challenging times is smart, educated students who have this thing called courage, and you have this boldness, and you want to call both of them into action. And it requires a willingness to test the boundaries of science and your imaginations, and a willingness to push on, even though when you think things look odd or bleak or beyond your reach. Today's graduates during their professional careers will not only be designing systems for the 21st century, they'll be laying the foundations for the 22nd century as well. Wow. Every great public project begins with a bold idea and the courage to pursue it. That courage is what NJIT graduates carry with them. That courage is what shapes the future. 40 years of public service in this state has taught me at least one thing, and that NJIT has captured the very brightest students in our state, and for that matter, in our country. Graduates of NJIT are not just job ready, they're mission ready. They're problem solvers, they're innovators. They're the people who roll up their sleeves and get things done, and they're the ones we need at the table solving our country's problems. NJIT's breakthroughs in transportation, design, construction, clean energy, and AI directly support how we build smarter, more sustainable infrastructure. NJIT's research informs the future of our region. We celebrate your achievements, but even more, we're excited about what's down the road and what's coming next. Graduates, the real world is waiting, and it needs engineers and coders and designers and analysts and dreamers. And boy, do we need dreamers. We hope to welcome many of you into our mission at the port to keep this region moving. As engineers and architects and technologists and members of academia, each of you have a unique role to play in shaping our future. You have the power to make a meaningful impact. And as Michael Jordan, the former NBA great, said, it's very simple. Just do it. We're not about just building roads and airports and transit systems. We're building connections, opportunities, and a brighter future. We're calling on you, graduates, to use your expertise, your innovation, and your passion for creating a future where transportation is a force for a greater equality, opportunity, and a better life for all of us in this room. You want some advice? Go out into the world and make a difference. Use your talents and skills to create a positive change, whether it's in your career, your community, or your personal life. Go out there and make a positive impact. And as the speakers have said, you gotta be bold. This world is not for the timid. Whether it's getting a job or promotion or relationship or building a career, you have to be bold and don't be afraid. Now, equally important to that, find a mentor that you respect and seek their guidance. Don't hesitate to approach and develop a mentor, because people love to share their experiences and you will learn from that mentor. Let me acknowledge two people who are here from the Port Authority. First, we have our chief engineer, Rizwan Baig. Rizwan, please stand up. Our chief engineer, with us for almost 40 years. Our chief of capital, Steve Plate, from Port Authority, 40 years. Steve Plate, he actually oversaw the building of the World Trade Center, spending $25 billion after the terror attack of 2001. Those two people over there, I want you, the graduates out there, I want you to get their numbers and I want you to get their emails. They will serve as your mentors. If you don't have a job, they will get you a job. You have career advice, they will give you career advice. And I'm telling you, they are part of the NJIT fabric. Take advantage of it. Graduates, that's a promise, you guys. You're going to keep that. Graduates, the connections you've made here will be invaluable as you move along. Support each other, move together, achieve great things. Don't be afraid to take risks and move forward, and don't be afraid to fail. Each experience, whether success or setback, will shape the next leaders and innovators of tomorrow. Let me finish with this. Sometimes life isn't easy, and you got to muscle through it, and there's challenges, and we've heard about that. But I guarantee you, if you confront those challenges with your strength and the skills you've been given here during the last 4 or 5 years, you will succeed and you'll become stronger because of this. From this day forward, you'll be asked to transform science and math into stuff that makes people's lives better. There can't be a more noble calling than that, making people's lives better. Congratulations to the class of 2025. You have achieved something truly remarkable. Your hard work and dedication has paid off, and today we celebrate your success. Remember, NJIT will always be part of your story, and never forget your story will continue to be written. Savor the connections made here as you embrace the connections you will make today, tomorrow, and throughout your professional career. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. May your journey be filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment. And thank you for allowing me to be part of this special celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Toole, for sharing those inspiring words with our soon-to-be newest NJIT alumni. Can we give both of our honored guests another round of applause? We now turn to the presentation of candidates for earned degrees of the class of 2025. It's time to begin the portion of our program in which we recognize our newest alumni. Each year, NJIT awards the President's Medal for Academic Excellence to the students who have achieved a perfect grade point average of 4.0 and have earned 60 or more NJIT credits. It's my honor to congratulate the students who have achieved a perfect 4.0 GPA and ask, will the members of the class of 2025 receiving the President's Medal for Academic Excellence come forward to receive your medal and be the very first to receive your degrees.
Isabella Hossein Shama, Dorman Honors. Sriya Chinthalapudi, Dorman Honors. Julia Catherine Collin, Dorman Honors. John Michael Cristobal, Dorman Honors. Katya Isabella Cunha. Nicholas Vasilios Diamantopoulos, Dorman Honors. Gala Krismanovich. Stephen M. Habeb, Dorman Honors. Ari Kamat, Dorman Honors. Peter Kahak Lim. Jason Lin, Dorman Honors. Joseph Patrick Mucci, Dorman Honors. Melissa Nirguna Naraj Nanotkar, Dorman Honors. Thomas Haney Nashed, Dorman Honors. Darsh Sanjay Patel, Dorman Honors. Burhan S. Shah. Ambavik Tripathi, Dorman Honors. Quentin Anthony T. Young, Dorman Honors.
Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, it is my great honor to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the schools and colleges of the university. These candidates, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by the college deans and the faculty. Congratulations to you all. With the candidates receiving a bachelor's degree, please come forward. The first row may approach the stage. The rest of the candidates may be seated. Congratulations.
Sean Patrick Jager. Alan Ernesto Andrade Castillo. Acewin Men Hay Tam, Dorman Honors. Cassidy Faith Sanchez, Dorman Honors. Elizabeth Stoganenko, Dorman Honors. Cassandra Alice Newton, Dorman Honors. Dwani Hitin Shah, Dorman Honors. Ananya Manoj Warang, Dorman Honors. Snigdha Nadella, Dorman Honors. William Jonathan Totten, Dorman Honors. John M. Mullen, Dorman Honors. Jacob Ryan Swanson, Dorman Honors. Madison Ann Cosgrove, Dorman Honors. Tobiloba M. Fashai, Dorman Honors. Mariam Rahman, Dorman Honors. Megan Elizabeth Krutz, Dorman Honors. Matthew James Stickles, Dorman Honors. Angelica Meza, Dorman Honors. Melissa Edgem Bilgili, Dorman Honors. Valeni Rhiannon Passaro, Dorman Honors. Nathan Campiche. Francisco Antonio Vasquez, Dorman Honors. Nicholas Wolfgang Arango. Victoria Nicole Pirog, Dorman Honors. Shreya Saripali. Oluwaseyi Ayobami Ikujuni, Dorman Honors. Kyle David Ray. Taylor Scott Van Grau, Dorman Honors. Jonathan Patrick Friel. Kendrick Rivas Dominguez, Dorman Honors. Sandy De La Cruz. Syed Hadi Muhammad Ibrahim Tariq Shoaib, Dorman Honors. Rami A. Morcos. Mohammad Hamed Aref, Dorman Honors. Sad Rihmatullah, Dorman Honors. Justin Quispe. Frank Sarcona. Akash Kumar Mishra, Dorman Honors. David Nikolovsky. Olivia Marie Kolakowski, Dorman Honors. Blaine Matthew Keenan. Sanya A. Majmudar, Dorman Honors. Zachary Lewis Radler. Aliza Mujahid, Dorman Honors. Madeline Giselle Morquecho. Ishika Machurla, Dorman Honors. Juan Jose Mejia. Larissa Cavalcante, Dorman Honors. Anna Shalom Dodalin, Dorman Honors. Srinivas Sai, Dorman Honors. Patrick Robert Gooney. Chandru Vasudevan, Dorman Honors. Kathy Trin. Thomas Rutkowski, Dorman Honors. Yaya Butta, Dorman Honors. Timothy Ramnanan. Ryan D. Wilbur, Dorman Honors. Alyssa May Lorenciana. Mark Toulier, Dorman Honors. Joshua Lunis. Hannah Aliyah Saji, Dorman Honors. Aixa E. Roman. Don Lennon Bonifacio Jr., Dorman Honors. Thais Carino. Peter A. Biscup, Dorman Honors. Stephen E. Gobriel. Sebastian Estropia, Dorman Honors. Emma Juliana Figueroa. Karina Tay, Dorman Honors. Vishwam Shukla, Dorman Honors. Amira H. Mustafa. Bandayan, Dorman Honors. Roberto Carlos Osorio. Corinne Jacqueline Frakowiak, Dorman Honors. Madonna Hani Mausa. Robert David Lodge, Dorman Honors. Vishva Manoj Bhai Godhani. Arik Iglesias, Dorman Honors. Juan Palacio Zapata. Shriramya Ganisetti, Dorman Honors. Carolina Say. Anna Onyu Cheng, Dorman Honors. Dia Patel. Akshata Gangadhar Murthy, Dorman Honors. Odalis Jamilet Mendez. Ojasvita Jagannatha Reddy, Dorman Honors. Annabelle Peralta. Teresa Thomas Carlos, Dorman Honors. Isabel Rose Sees. Shricharan Kulavanikarpuram Subramaniam, Dorman Honors. Braden Stone Jedlika. Dequan Jason Marshall, Dorman Honors. Alfredo Jose Rojas, Sr. Priestley Obona, Dorman Honors. Gabriel Forte. Andrew Michael Dragoslavich, Dorman Honors. Manasvi Sakamori. Trin Kwak Dat Luong, Dorman Honors. Mohit Paresh Desai, Dorman Honors. Yadin Sur. Makrina Makar, Dorman Honors. Gabrielle Rappaport. Nancy Bashir, Dorman Honors. Kirolos Abuel Hamd Azer, Dorman Honors. Irvin D. Hoyos. George Bassam Hannah, Dorman Honors. Jason Uloa. Jessica Francis Maffei, Dorman Honors. Salvatore Pietro Michique. Jade Lorenzis, Dorman Honors. Kwame Ahenkora Anti. Harichandana Kothamasu, Dorman Honors. Johann Sebastian Prudencio Diaz. Catherine Rochelle Lee. Michael Anthony Malley. James Jasper Bulawin. Jessica Jean Brown. Jaden Christopher Banag. Roberto Martin Angelo Pumar Carian. Jose Javier de la Barrera. René Eberardo Marroquin. Juan Diego Hidalgo. Carolina Raquel Matos. Kevin Sikorsky. Jessica Aaliyah Menjivar. April Babette Mueller, Dorman Honors. Shaktika Devaraja. Anthony D'Alessio. Felipe Grajales. Kosai B. Sawoha. Deep Kamal Singh. Nicholas Jason Casper. Nicholas Alexander Garcia. Erica Leanne Hilado. Ryan Patrick Britton. Tamir Feliz. Kai Shiv Shue John Wang. Daniela Marie Passarelli. Justin Christopher Walker. Kylie May Grosdis. Kevin Rivero. Dominic Charles Lombardi. Josue Gael Martinez Salinas. Kiara A. Yap. Neil Mondalos. Snigdha Gupta, Dorman Honors. Alexander J. Bonfanti. Forrest Wickoff. Diego Miguel Arpino. Thomas Sebastian Bertone. Johnny Ryan Lazo. Nathaniel Patrick Farina. Avian Marsh. Albin Briones. Emilio Joshua Eras Martinez. John Stinchcomb Mossawir. Emerlyn Calcano. Sydney Marie Montalto. Michelle Quinones. Jennifer C. Mikolko. Sean Salmon. Owen Nicholas Eisen. Maxwell Hunter Samuels. Robinson Eric Fuentes. Michael Joseph O'Kane. Jaskaran Singh Dillon. Kingsley Ogu Nwagbaraji. Ryan Andre Chan. Kevin Renzo Llanos. Julia Kakur. Brandon Ricardo Cevallos. Daniel Nabil Gergis. William Joseph Franco. Ethan Jimmy Ortega. Cassidy Nicole Wojcik. Renato Hernandez. Justin Tyler Mayenza. Ramses Hanna. Eson Batuhan Kayes. Kevin S. Flores. Fatma Zehra Unsal, Antonio Joseph Antonucci, Kirsta Radulovich, Grayson Marcus Zandman, Nicholas Anthony Carlucci, Kenneth Nathaniel Velasquez, Eric D. Garzillo, Ibrahim Abdel Razak Esbeitan, Lucas Paul Brill, Jasmine Youssef, Adrian Hernan Garcia Pino Argote, Alan Filipovich, Daniel A. Perez Cuevas, Philip Roth Tronis Christensen, Darwin Orjiles, Raul Christopher Falar, Eduard Stoico, Megan Elizabeth Santos, Dorman Honors, Kaylin Elizabeth Albert, Dorman Honors, Byron Asatimbe Gordillo, Ryan Timothy Sheridan, Iman Ali Kador, Diego Rosas, Abby L. McNeil, Cody James Gallarello, Arben Ardalik, Mohammed Raza, Simon K. Nash, Kevin Lamb Wynn, Joseph Philip Hovick, William Stephen Aldana, Naju Begum, Khadija Khan, Alvaro Coronado, Brandon Gouveia, Jakub Klimkowski, Diana Estefania Morales Monteroso, Jordan Leva, Nube Vecuna, José Henrique Ribeiro, Tiago F. Trigo, Zara Adnan Khan, Gokhan Yerdalan, Dylan Michael Ryan, Ruchi Vinay Barot, Kevin V. Paredes Nieves, Hido Jun, Gustavo E. Aldas, Craig A. Ty, Kamil Chemierkiewicz, Scott Anthony Alessio, Angelina Marie Hante de Guzman, Tyler Wilson Fejeda, Juan Enrique Ordonez, Marroquin, Ali H. Chehab, Najali and Nunez, Kevin Silvestrini Cordero, Shadin A. Atia, Stephen Joseph Kelmanovich, Arvind Kumar Jayakant, Maximilian L. Hammond, Hannah Alyssa Jarmel, Joshua Ian Almazan, David Gutierrez, Exon Mariano Sikaida, Lurvins Joseph, Rafaela Luna
Salvador
Villanueva,
Suaza,
Camille Hurtado, John Verderosa, Amy Christine Torres Sarango, Braden James Gilbert, Dorman Honors, Almuez Elamin, Antonio Luis Feliciano, Sama Metwali, Ines Maria Barella, Christian Michael Trevino, Dioleni Almonte, Gabriel Michael Maximiu, Joaquin Rodrigo Acuna, Nicolas Theodore Sonde, Sebastian Alonso Tartillo Calderon, Jimmy Chen, Tyler Aber, Melvin Shaji, Daniel Z. Krutoyarsky, Yash A. Patel, Nick Ranko, Jaylene Alexandra Lorenzo, Brian Francis Olvera, Ayrton J. Castro, Carlos Manuel Reyes Jr., Imani Basil Ahmed, Meet S. Vicaria, Marcelo Augusto Garcia, Manav V. Patel, Ali Raheen Afshar, Marita Salmo, Michael Lawrence Rogers, Ken Marin Jang, George S. Azmi, Marlon J. Rodriguez, Claudia Maria Wyszynski, Stephen Andrew Matza, Damian James Busini Jr., Kevin Steve Humala, Christopher R. Just, Sylvia Hennis, Dylan Joseph Pessoa, Thomas Charles LeJoy, Adam Peter Wiersgala, Jordy M. Palacios, Richard Joseph Daly, Layla Danelle Nira, Dorman Honors, John Richard Price Thawford, Jennifer Garcia, Matthew James Lawrence, Matthew Garrido, Waldy Rodriguez, Stephen Louis Ruglio, Lodi Marie Almari, Jonathan Lund Bollard, Max Andrew Swiderski, Mariam Mohamed El Saba, James Mariusz Gavrillo, Julia Okan, Mateo Anthony Salesi, Milton Jenner Rodriguez, Lyndon E. Johnston, Frank Sasso, Francesca May Chua Valdez Tan, Francis Ramon Pfeiffer, Damian Christopher Summers, George Ibram, Dylan R. Tupaz, Vishnavi Budati, Nelson Levine, James Odysseus Diaz, Malaika Tanvir Spall, Bilal G. Al-Amrani, Yasmin Abbasi, Michael Ganella, Christopher Chilala, Tatiana Florexel, Dorman Honors, Jury Abreu, Zaria Brown, John Stephen Zavala, Emmanuel Owusu Banahene, Tamima Hirschman, Valentina Loaiza Hinau, Adam David Golbin, Maria Tuan Chu, Joshua Richard Gregg, Dorman Honors, Cameron Chase von Tolgenberg, Alexander Mercado, Julio Joseph Robles, Bernardo Colmenero Narvaez, Justin Vasquez, Dorman Honors, Owen J. Fogarty, Jainesh Prashant Desai, Tanisha Kamal Shah, Dorman Honors, Vincenzo Luca Di Giano, Michelle Joji, Dorman Honors, Brandon Garcia, Hytham M. Nazal, Kaylin Ashley Style, Dorman Honors, Brandon Ray Jimenez, Alexander Estevez, Andres Javier Velez, Dorman Honors, Jesus Garcia, Mir Kulpesh Kania, Dorman Honors, Brandon Lee Trujillo, Paki Mewani, Dorman Honors, Luis E. Villalba Jr., Yehuda Arya Cantor, Akanksha Raju Usturge, Dorman Honors, Joseph Wheeler Zimmer, Rashi Mata, Dorman Honors, Nathalie Nicoli Turcios, Anushka Mukesh Dixit, Dorman Honors. Doris Estefania Buri Guaman. Dhruvi Mukesh Kumar Prajapati, Dorman Honors. Lara Eric, Dorman Honors. Harian M. Jean. Antoine V. Hanna. Jennifer Kiros. Samuel Kellen Deemer. Marcus Ori Bird. Joshua Barr. Vincent Patrick Laterza. Alex Brighton. Thara Vijay Balaji, Dorman Honors. Jonathan Edward Domanico. Emily Claire Krivorutsky, Dorman Honors. Irvin Joel Gonzalez Martinez. Mrunmei Shrikant Joshi, Dorman Honors. Yusuf Chahaya Iman Suharno. Sabrina Michelle Gervais, Dorman Honors. Rafael Latrilla Moreira. Kevin Luna. Jonathan Alejandro Cisneros Poblit. Margaret Rose Mesquia, Dorman Honors. Juan J. Gutierrez Gomez. Olivia Gorska, Dorman Honors. Joshua Ibarra. Carolyn Isabella Pomicala, Dorman Honors. Rudra Mehta. Chinmay Amit Patel. Dana T. Musa, Dorman Honors. Alwyn Matthew Kurian. Youssef Kassab, Dorman Honors. Eduardo Velez. Ayman Afif Mohammed, Dorman Honors. Edward James Highland. Taha N. Khan, Dorman Honors. Abigail Santos. Ravi Kalyan Mane, Dorman Honors. Paige Marie Brady. Niels Rubilo, Dorman Honors. Nicholas M. Gallup. Anna Gexy. Cassia Faith Doddelin, Dorman Honors. Michael Curtis Russi. Hannah Hong Lu, Dorman Honors. Cesar Alberto Ruiz. Ahmad Mokimar, Dorman Honors. Gabrielle L. Marquez. Nikita G. Nair, Dorman Honors. Joseph Stoutland. Alicia Deshmukh, Dorman Honors. Ragad Al-Sheikh. Tasnima Rahman. Kira Adams, Dorman Honors. Motunrayo Ayomide Shoyinka. Taylor Malia Pape, Dorman Honors. Sonia Udine. Madison Ryan Abella. Shanita Ali. Ebru Noor Dadale. Afifa Nusra. David Juarez. Evangeline Ngozi Onyua. Malika Iman Buzuma Sacco. Brenda Franco Mojica. Stephanie Joanny Lopez, Dorman Honors. Nada R. Mustafa. Teresa Marie Sasso. Lorraine Valenzuela. Cami Lee Augustine. Sandra Dawood. Kelly Lynn Onwander. Miriam W. Dawood. Giovanni Martinez Gonzalez. Christina Ayub. Robert Enriquez. Myrna Adele. Youssef Shokri. Vincent Lastella. Brandon David Borja Ortega. Amanda M. Merton. Junwei Dong. Tan Min Pham. Ashley Kimberly Azana. John J. Reyes. Amanda Oki. Raul Reynolds. Brandon Stewart Valverde Mora, Shaina Vincent, Eric D. Council, Catherine Ann Sciarra, Julian Moore, Xavier S. Romero, Ryan Paraga, August David Torres, Dylan J. Valencia, Abida Talukdar Samiha, Christopher Joseph Capola, Anthony Varicchio, Dorman Honors, Adam Say, Nathaniel Lewis Kaplow, Akinwande Nelson Osaduba, Alejandro Damito Jr., Mohammed Abolin, Jack Harrigan Carlson, Brian Jeffrey Aguilar, Chinanuek Pere Edward Igbokwe, Alexis Isabella Palmier, Ridley Ramesh, Clara Atef Gali, Brandon Sanchez, Brian A. Peterson, Jeff Calero, Yash Patel, Liana Schubert, Brian Remache, Paulina Balavicius, Abram Hanna, Marielis Reyes Castillo, Madeline Faith Stevens, Melissa Lozada, Nadia Zhivkova Zhecheva, Azriel D. Martinez, Chikezie Anonio, Brendan Gregory Smith, Matthew Torres, Fabian Prieto, Sandini Jean-Pierre, Jose Emanuel Ramirez, Alvi I. Chowdhury, Ashley V. Halaguachi, Nathaniel Achenbach, Solangeline Williams, Andy R. Ibrahim, Mayara Issa Jabarin, Brad M. O'Prandy, Aiden McGregor Ban, Anthony Santiago Alejandro Lopez, Joseph Donald Visone, Christian Angel Gonzalez, Evan Michael Garcia, Abhijay Suresh, Sean Velasquez Tenorio, Emmanuel Santana, Farouk A. Syed, Adit Himalkumar Patel, Adam Abdrabu, John Tabet, Abdel Rahman M. Awad, Evan J. Wittenberg, Reem Ibrahim Abdelrahim, Zamalina Rahmatullah, Amer Hussein Salem, Maya Khalid Hassan, Amal Al-Hajj, Avery Lang, Shanawaz Haq, Audrey Rain Monroe, Daniel Aaron Sandia, Abrar Khader Awade, Markens Dormius, Lillian Azab, Emerson P. Altamirano, Sanya Mehroz Mortuza, Javier K. Quesada, Maria Banub, Dorman Honors, Rebecca M. Carbo, Valeria Santolo, Levi Ivan Salas, Melis Gul Gekin, Mina I. Kyriakis, Wyatt William Gray, Stephen Zelensich, Keith Eric Anderson Jr., Gary Thomas Zelensik, Vanessa N. Miller, Firezgi O. Araya, Alexander Estefan Bedoya, Kathleen Charles, Gabrielle Seedham, Iman El Sharif, Al Murtada Osama Abdullah, Julia Anna Peles, Rauda Allah Mustafa, Nikki H. Anagnosto, Zeynep S. Gul, Julia Anna Malecki, Jaden Johnson, Christopher Angel de Oliveira Cordova, Carla K. C. Duran, Sami Daub, Alexander Evan Brogan, Jared P. Amugawan, Tyler William Richard Levins, Logan Samuel Cohen, Adham Tamer Elzar, Filipti Ami Amado, John Adam Stepansky, Herman Kim, Yash Rajendra Patil, Christopher Brendan Agason, Sebastian Lidwin, Ryan Pinkham Tombach, Christian Michael Fakini, Zanaya L. Harrison, Nicholas Joseph Darmetta, Samantha Elizabeth Horn, Caroline Grace Caputo, Dorman Honors, Josh Schaefer, Amira Abdelhakim Abuali, Abdullah Wedrago, Amber Laludis, Sandra A. Pullins, Marilyn Lorena Calderon, Alernst Lafleur, Amani Abu Kharma, Johnny Ray Ortiz Jr., Carl Chalala, Brian Jade R. Arcalas, Mark Gabriel Barrera, Lucas Robert Van Dyne, Aaron M. Foodie, Nicholas Anthony Van Dyne, Kashvi Kandalwal, Daniel John Baptiste, Alex Maribel Puyols, Pavana Mitesh David, James Paul Gittin, Ethan James Prasky, Lauren Schroeder, Gina Marisol Carrera, Rudy Catherine Serrano, Freddie Angelo Alamon Jr., Akshay Nambiar, Ian Lewis Palco, Kyung Cha, Samantha Ray Constantine, Louis Jean Visotki, Michael Nowick, Nia Tanae Holloway, Tahaya Akina Brinkley, Elena Fernandez Negron, Kevon Tevin Atkins, Naya Juliet Pered, Alexander Mercedes, Rania Imam, Monal Shah, Paras Dinesh Jani, Dia Gandhi, Ronald Alexander Almagro, Janet A. Shinuda, Rachel Joy Palillo, Juan Felipe Romero, Anchita Kandadi, Brian Daniel Xavier, Casey Michael Sheridan, Jonathan Scardufa, Daryl Angeles, Julio Botello Nieves, Matthew Patrick Pardo, Isaiah Z. Liu, Dorman Honors, Logan Riley Bean, Ziad Reda Mohammed, Vishu Mangukia, Yash Kumar K. Jain, Dorman Honors, Shkumbin Elmazi, Andrew Sheriff Latef, Dorman Honors, Michael Saporito, Thomas Haney Nashed, Dorman Honors, Darren M. Romaine, Kirilos Alfi Nakla, Rafael Marino, Jesse Valpone, Farid Youssef Estefan, Michael Jude Murphy Jr., Anne Mary Sayed Ibrahim, Chaz Michael Mees, Mariam Gergis, Isai Eliseo Sorto, Mary Kelds, Victor Jose Gonzalez, Melania Awad, Malik Shabazz, Mariam Zakari, Jia Wen Chan, Hari Ramesh, Dorman Honors, Leonardo Francisco Pena, Shayla L. Lee, Shamkumar S. Rana, Wellington Paulino, Jocelyn Melissa Garcia Lopez, Jonathan Joe, Michael Candeloro, Christina Asahone, Mathan Dylan Jude, Ayesha Iftekar, Robert C. Zika Jr., Mira Masok, Angelina Lynch, Mohammed Qasim Hossein, Tristan Anderson George, Dylan M. LaForge, Ekua Twe Mensa, Julia Feldman, Victor Abraham Iddy, Christiana Mondesere, Thomas Gerard Dorgan, Gania Lafontant, Jonathan Mauricio Ventura, Justin Farrell, Thomas John O'Mullen, Youssef B. Kadura, Andrew Hyungyun Cho, Daniel Ehab Gendi, Edward Tyler Myers, Jose Hernandez, Saba Mariam Shaikh, Shaquille O'Neal Squires, Rubeida Mert, Badal G. Machi, Kawadio Emmanuel LaSalle, Anna Josephine Ramos, Luis Ramirez, Michael Nicholas Harhaj, Myra Nadim, Gulsher Khan, Mark Mohan Serum, Jashira Ashley Lane Calder, Matthew Shanker, Bodan Tenderyak, Spencer Brian Banks, Adriano Gabriel Santos Costa, Daniel Patrick Connolly III, Frederick William Flockhart, Dorman Honors, Dennis Narte, Micah Guy Zygmunt Demarest, Dorman Honors, Edilson Becco, Janie Ariana Diaz Watt, Dorman Honors, Ziad M. Mustafa, Nicola Patricia Klimchak, Dorman Honors, Hossam Mohammed, Sharnbir Kaur, Dorman Honors, Walner Rainier Urena Reyes, Ali Saeed Smithson, Dorman Honors, Luis Fernando Flores, Danny Breton, Yara Eladal, Adam Hatem Abdel Wahabe, Salma Ibrahim, Emmanuel A. Akinyele, Andrea Nicole Aguirre, Cesar Cedeno, Michal Yakub Fetela, Muniba Naveen Siddiqui, Dorman Honors, Daniel Sarzinski, Kendra Ann Howe, Christopher Michael Biondi, Mariam Dimitri, Kevin Morales, Parisha Zaman, Dion Sapp, Leland Taylor Theus, Heafy, Cedric Ellis Alam, Erisa Malaj, Santiago Ramirez, Nairutia Harsukbai Ukani, Shruti R. Patel, Suhas M.R. Murthy, Anna Elizabeth Villanueva, Samet Odza, Mehdi Mohana, Sambhav Patel, Keyshawn Ricky Badon, Christian Dufo, Matthew Kucharak, Angeline Bolan, Joshua C. Xiao, Vanessa Miriam Garcia, Matthew Milksick, Sepan Patel, Andres Chocolat, Adit Sharma, James Saleh, Nevin Josman Anthony, Shravani Gidugu, Hunter T. Tremblay, Bilal Chaudhry, Nicholas Giovanni Facchini, John Michael Gilligan, Jesuda Milola Danielle Olaloku, Megan M. Palazzo, Amna Noor, Samantha Arcila, Benjamin Alves Pereira, Zichuan Zhou, Oscar Alejandro Zamora, Caden Matthew Polito, Victoria Almeida, Giselle Caridad Rios, Asembo O. Algo, Ryan Alcaide Barroso, Matthew Moran, Drilon Maquilara, Daniela Vito, Matthew Peter Francescudo, Justin Aguirre Rosas, Alex Herb Amato, Gonzalo Miranda Franco, Joseph S. Hanna, Pablo Perez Ramos, Ryan Christopher Kalo, Campbell Walker, Olivia M. Musa, Taylor Renee West, Julia Crudell, Colton Davis Jones, Sydney Jules Achanapira Wienowitz, Alessandro Negri, Noelia Villavicencio, Umehani Talagdar, Adam Yani Benraja, Martin Humbert Garcia, Joel Emmanuel Sideco, Ethan Caban, Alejandro M. Gill, Charles Robbins IV, Lisbeth Viviana Gonzalez, William Labertino, Dana Valentina Sanchez Hernandez, Joseph Robert Schwartz, Siddhartha Kapuganti, Eyal Nankin, Nana Kwabena Eneje, Nathaniel Tilkey, Logan J. Lalit, Khadija Meshtamel Balkadi, Desmond Ezechi Nwaha, Anthony Alexander Kunas, Alexis Akira Pisantes, Kirtharaj Srikan, Vidava Sadashivaya, Tamana Sharma, Dominic Hargrove, Gulmina Imran, Ian Eric Vega, Tiffany M. Magno, Karan Milan Survey, Nenma N. Biju, Alexandra Lindsay Goodwin, Marco Francis Ayello, Karan Y. Patel, Daniel Olatomiwa Opaleye, Jamia Hussein, Amarachi Miracle Onyemaobi, Tammy Pelayez, Mrid Chandrashekaran, Gabriela Yasmin Hernandez, Noah Mikhael Pasaforte Angeles, Sergey S. Zaharkin, Winslendy A. Rodriguez Cruz, Matthew Skalny, Isabella Louise Del Monte, Kenneth H. Lemley, Mohammed Shaker, Nikita S. Dubinin, Stephen Ramsey, Michael Cyril Wassef, Scott Edward Connolly, Dorman Honors, Marcelino Atef Boles, Nicolas Daniel Mateo, Mina Hanna, Jessica George Acladius, Beshoy Sefan, Paulo Fabian Nunez, Muhammad Mahfuzur Rahman, Shane Ingram, Dylan John Podlinski, Emrehan Sefaroglu, Danielle Veloso, Warren Fanley Ame, Evan Chen, Kyrilos Agabi, Dorman Honors, Joshua Bundy Walla, Johan Yarena, Mizel Lee Mikijin, Khalid Umar Abdramani, Joel Ralph, Jarius Hubbard, Fatima Liddy Gbadamasi, Frederick Anthony Robbins Jr., Nita Jamshed, Christian Alec Galdi, Jaden Michaela Otto, Alexander Christopher Sloan, Dorman Honors, Samantha Christine Avasilas, Asta Gower, Quinn Mi Wen Lee, Destiny Joy Bowens, Malika Tiwari, Yasmin Amina Karim, Sofia Starzinski, Harini Kanan, Prince Suresh Kumar Patel, Angelia Monique Gomez, Rahul Patel, Emily Al-Alam, Fred P. Bonda, Rafael Garcia, Julia Francis Carroll, Dorman Honors, Semenity Olivia Sewell, Kiana Torres, Anthony John Maranzino, Marco Antonio Garcia Clemente, Manuel Elias Yunis, Mohammad Siam, Farah Shahid, Dorman Honors, Horva Joshi, Nicole N. Sponar, Julian Santiago, Idalia Elisha Warren, Lauren Grace Sevick, Santiago Acosta, Ashley Marinas Castillo, Emil Taha, Marie Ange L. Hayek, Jordan Daniel Cyrus, James Robert Cuthill, Mark Abinader, Ivan Lorette de Mola, Zakaria Janouk, Khalid Abdul Karim E. Alalwani, Zachary Q. Peck Krapaninski, Malek K. Tumale, Jonathan Burgos, John Morris Razmi Azer, Nicholas Thompson, Hedra E. Hobbs Solomon, Manveer Singh Jangi, Guy Emmanuel Charles, Shivani S. Patel, Isra A. Kamis, Natalia Halan, Shad W. Hassan, Daniel Zaslavsky, Kyle Joseph Malinak, Andrea Perez Santamaria, Joseph V. Fiumano, Dat L. Pham, Angel V. Ferreras, Ali M. Hagor, Clemens Alice Gabriel, William Cole Farmer, Mina K. Abdelnour, Michaels Martinez Monroy, Ibrahim Murray, Mustafa Badawi, Anand Nilesh Bhai Patel, Dorman Honors, Tariq A. Farag, Danielle Marie Grunwald, Dorman Honors, Justina Abdo, Charles Wong, Dorman Honors, Omar A. Solomon, Miguel Nazario Gano Takinan, Jaden Wynn, Dorman Honors, Eliyahu Richter, Nicholas Frank Fortis, Dorman Honors, Joseph Fan, Jonah Eng, Dorman Honors. Parash P. Shah, Rahav Dayan, Dorman Honors. Shubh Hemendra Trivedi. Alex A. Pachajiev, Dorman Honors. Jermaine Javar Johnson. Jason Juby, Dorman Honors. David Benitez Gomero. Carlos Veda, Anthony Williams Syracusa, Dorman Honors. Gerardo Martinez, Arkham Usman Ali, Dorman Honors. Anish Jamin Trivedi. Felix Chen, Dorman Honors. Michael A. Ayala. Pitar Petrosky, Dorman Honors. Rafael A. Basari. Bruce Lee. Nirbhav Rao Teloju, Dorman Honors. Ahmed M. Taha. Justin Tianan Nguyen, Dorman Honors. Akram Hussam El Rafahi. Anbar Ali Salim, Dorman Honors. Nicholas W. Tom. Benjamin So McCabe, Dorman Honors. Joseph Rosario Castronova. Ayomide Daniel Kalanjaye. Alicia E. Gomez, Dorman Honors. Benjamin Robert Pierre Opont. Fernando Rafael Mantilla Jr., Dorman Honors. Mahmoud Dardir, Dorman Honors. Rohan Balkrishna Shanbag, Dorman Honors. Zachary Abdo. Jacqueline Lee, Dorman Honors. David K. Asare Jr. Justin Johnson Abraham, Dorman Honors. Luis Sebastian Lombana. Valiamai Janakiraman, Dorman Honors. Reese Ellen Vaughn. Harshit Panwar, Dorman Honors. Jason Marin. Allison Chang, Dorman Honors. Sahil Sunil Sajani. Jasmine Diane Lim, Dorman Honors. Naga Vaishnavi Kodali. Simon Fittermack, Dorman Honors. Relben Arulraj. Janvi Pai, Dorman Honors. Dae Jung Martins Cruz. Alexandra Dzevosh, Dorman Honors. Valentin Andre Chindea, Dorman Honors. Davor Petrovic, Dorman Honors. Jeremy Raphael Arias. Nishta Dandrial, Dorman Honors. Zachary Byron City. Samuel Jaden Nicholas Mendoza, Dorman Honors. Eric Andres Saldana. Vignesh B. Nethrapali, Dorman Honors. Samantha L. Mamit, Dorman Honors. Rushe Hamand Athavle, Dorman Honors. Joshua Solon. Artem Petar Novoselov. Teher Mohammedi Afini, Dorman Honors. Raylis Rodriguez. Brian Yalong Fong Tran, Dorman Honors. Marcela Alejandra Cardenas. Rivan K. Veju, Dorman Honors. Christopher K. Mantilla. Mega Saju, Dorman Honors. Alan Jair Ross Lang. Haley Patel, Dorman Honors. Josh Affray. Lila Nashir. Aiden Kane Dadiz. Patricia Jean Zwill, Dorman Honors. Eric Choi. Sebastian Hildan Alcock, Dorman Honors. Vladislav Lazarchuk. Saumya Dwavadi, Dorman Honors. Umberto Mesa. Camille Mohammad Arif, Dorman Honors. Hatice Aygun, Nada Mohammed, Faiza Iqbal, Stalin M. Gutierrez, Vithi de la Kia, Dorman Honors, Andressa F. Marangon, Sophia Usmani, Dorman Honors, John M. McMahon, Asna Noreen Altaf, Dorman Honors, Nishit Pansare, Jason Liu, Dorman Honors, Marlon Lotfi Abdelmalak, Nicholas Maloya, Alexander Kluin, Ausberto Colon Jr., Kisei Tiger Mano, Erwin Miguel Carreto, Eric Charlie Lopez, Shefa Coche, Lorenzo F. Troya, Enrique Itzam Juarez Duran, Hussein Altaf Udayipurwala, Protik S. Rao, Dorman Honors, Mason Elijah Brown, Connor Joseph Fitzpatrick, Angeli Marie Santillan, Brian R. Tapia, Justin Francisco Feliciano, Blanca Rosario, Vinamra Sharma, James D. Clinton, Russell J. Roque, Nicole Victoria Paula, Daniel Oyasodun, Jessica Rosario Puli, Carlos N. Sarzo, Felipe Tapia, Jaylor Kudia, Mehmet Yusuf Akbayr, Arwin Martin Albano, Ata Berk Turk, Yonden Jikmi Sawyers, Ertugrul Sami Sechen, Omar Ondir Hocaoglu, Nathaniel Robert Carlion, Yusuf Erdem Shahin, Shoaib M. Sharafuddin, Payal Monesh Naik, Angus V. Liu, Ethan Can Ho, Rayon Donaldson, Romer Rodriguez, Hugo Alejandro Maria, James Raymond Good Jr., Harold James Marcus, Antonio A. Espina, Saul Agustin Revolo, Ashutosh Chalisi, Momin Khalil, Carlos J. Selan, Omar Al-Hajj, DJ N. Githinji, Albi Hassin Jalal, Beza Zehranur Kimil, Montgomery Norelas, Gina Shafiq, Valentina Clavijo Zuluaga, Abhinav Ramesh, Jorge Eri Zuniga, Gulam Ahmed, Christopher Vasquez, Diego Hernani Andrade, Dylan Tyler Dunsheath, Mohammed Talal Khan, Vinod Singh Mahaber, Murtaza Mohammed Khan, Mohammed Anwar, Janray Abrea, Bushra Nadim, Quran Raj Singh Gera, Zohaib Ahmed, Ryan P. Kolfan, Marina Wadi Samuel, Adrian Otieno, Adrian Paul Reyes, Charles Lopez Espolgar, Daniel Brandon Urbina, Mealy Katri, Jared Anderson Mitchell, Akul Huger, Jaden C. Ellis, Kunj Bhat, Ivan Alexander Rivera, Jessica Eva Vecchio, Kacper Rutina, Nicholas Ryan Malafite, Andrew Lugo, Dominic Tadeusz Rozum, Lucas Krynicki, Maylin Alarcon, Nishant Joshi, Benas Janauskas, Lucas Valerio Mello, Archa S. Mehta, Ian Lansangan Concepcion, Prapti Kaushikbai Kansagra, Samuel Angelo Ilagan, Yashi Rastogi, David Joel Villafranca, Matios Daron Chelikel, Dana F. Kwan, Alexander James De Jesus, Jonah Elijah Sikioko Maligaya, Daniel A. Huaman, Carlos Rodriguez Moradel, Sigfredo Garcia Jr., Christian Bulusen, Ganesh Jathan Reddy Machireddy, Jasmine Ningshu Rutter, Zarar Khusro Nawaz, Neo Maralit, Abdallah Abada, Ace Francis Alama Pino, Brian Pinto Januario, Omolara Olutoke Onafo Wokan, Warlin S. Ovalle, Wendell Emile, Felipe Seolin de Queiroz, David Zamora, Carlos Awadala, Jeremy James Switlick, Noah Dare Paul, Rafael Charles Rojas, Kevin Alexander Aguilar, Nicholas Marin, Joshua Guevara, Justin McCoy, Yaman Hanine, Angel G. Gonzalez, Ashraf A. Mugali, Jean Carlos Torres Rosario, Carlos Moises Pineda Cantarero, Bruno Quiñones Arica, Kanishk Chowdhury Gudavali, Alexis Giovanni Oriana, Daniel Stephen Guarino, Eunice Ojo, Jolie Ramon Salid, Michelle Elsa Tomei, Raneja McRae Blake, Naya Viasis, Rocco Tompkins, Jason Derek Morales, Chewang Dorje Sherpa, Max L. Stern, Vanshika Agrawal, Dhruv Sanjay Patel, Mrinmai Pralhad Kati, Mike Singh, Rafael A. Abreu Nunez, Rodney Zaire Vance, Cole Laszlo Abney, Kamraj Danesh, Rockwell Molina Della Rosa, Dorman Honors, Mikel Abel Alcazar Martinez, Bobby Masher, Atishri Sanjay Desai, Evan Lorenzo Pascual, Alejandra Herrera Menacho, Victor Raul Figueredo, Tirth M. Patel, Wesley M. Andrade, Raj T. Gandhi, Jessica Aurora Mooney, Romit Rajesh Kumar Patel, Yoen Jun Kim, Meet Master, Michal Lagunsky, Lauren Gabriel Cost, Kevin Kwame Wood, Diana Bravo, Mauricio Sebastian Pereira, Caitlin Gaston, Daniel J. Olson, Dhruvi Rana, Jaden Amari McRae, Nifesimi Akintola, Sean F. Ruddiman, Mohammad Babur Hussein, Javin S. Kenta, Philip Kishner, Percy Eduardo Flores, Mario D. Lavano, Rajwinder Singh Parmar, Shengfu Dong, Michael Andrew Lulin, Darrell Martinez, Stephen Curran, Timothy James Hager, Ferris Kaduora, Anthony John Dvorsky, Andre Wayne Henry, Thomas Boama Ampadu, Eric John Kakdak, Fatima Javed, George Ibram, Jesus Camille Capayan, Simon K. Nash, Alejandro Gonzalez, John Baptist Amato III, Anish Arjula, Paul Yu, Angelo Giancarlo Sticca Jimenez, Nicholas Bermudez, Antonio Roberto Arce, Aaron Su, Joshua Kyle Casas Villanueva, Shayla Brenda Bonda, Bhargav A. Patel, Jesus G. Calvo, Yasmin Shalabi, Dorman Honors, Lincoln L. Lanting, Omar Wagdi Mohammed El Hosari, Abhijit Sarpal, Naman Yagnesh Raval, Mian Sadiq Amjad, Carlos Daniel Laime, Aileen Nee, Luke Anthony Da Silva, Colin Chick, Noah Aiden Jacobson, Abdullah Al-Mumin, Benjamin Zev Schuster, Dhruv Amin, KD I. Alcantara, Omar Ahmed Iraqi, Matan N. Zilber, Nathaniel E. Rodriguez, Annalise Francesca Hernandez, Hamdi Qureshi, Apar Bhola, Andrew Mohan, Thomas Brownsch, Ishan Reha, Tristan Draper, Armand Sinanovic, Zhu Chun Shu, Sandy Gergis, Tyler Lam Cow, Dorman Honors, Dev M. Patel, Jason Cruz, Alexander Garcia, Adira Samaru, John Nassa, Carlton N. Fountain, Anne Marie Mejia, Dorman Honors, Hami Rajesh Chauhan, Adriel J. Zachariah, Jeremy A. Granizo, Youssef Abushar, Yasmin Javadi, Badr Abushar, Cyrus Thomas Harding, Yaya Habe, Jason L. Cordova,
Gerald D. Nieva,
Hannah Miriam Koshi. Isaiah Odunsi. Hussein Bilal Awan. Anthony Armijos Olmedo. Beshoy Sepan. Nabil Rashid El Malim. Mina Hannah. Amro Mahmoud Abdelrazik. Abdul Rahman Rabi Radwan. Stephen Ramsey. Victor Temelkoski. Michael Cyril Wasif. Sabrina Nastasi. George Bassam Hannah. Dorman Honors. Kavin Chirag Kumar Dave. Kirolos Abuel Hamd Azer. Dorman Honors. Michael Dominic Haluska. Myrna Adele. William Sherwood Simpkins. Mariam W. Dawood. Ryan Popia. Macrina Makar. Dorman Honors. Xavier I. Ruiz. Christina Ayub. Gerard Anthony Bevere. Nancy Bashir. Dorman Honors. Christian Nicodemus. Moise Kummer. Adebambo Owoaje. Russell Lohino. Massimo Helal. Mark Cedric Gonzalvo Villanueva. Elliot Osak Polor Erhun Wosere. Jay Patel. MD Mofajol Hussein Rapu. Mike Boset Villagomez. Vebavi A. Garib Nawawala. Ricardo Cruz Hernandez. Noman Mansouri. Lascelle Stephen Morrison. Kelly Ferreira Rita. Frank Yubi. Nicholas Ali. Omar N. Abbasi. Andrew Lucky. Matthew William Schmeltz. Andrew Dennis Green. Swarnali Sen. Jamal Allen. Gwynetha Gomez. Hassan Ijaz Elahi. Christopher Orellana. Yusuf Laik. Matthew Enriquez. Sami Hussam Wadi. Tariq Thomas. Irtaza Azhar. Julio Rafael Reyes Jr. M. Fadl Ahmad Dumar Awal Kala. Noah William Francois. Karim B. Salem. Brian Franco Madewell. Jorquis Valdez Ramirez. Daniel Yankovic. Dorman Honors. Kenneth A. Cardenas. Asma Ikani. Ligo Zeng. Kiara da Silva Santos. Shah M. Khan. Kevin Lynn. Dorman Honors. Artin Kalegi. Oscar Robert Cato Jr. Andrew Box. Diego F. Velasquez Minaya. Dorman Honors. Eric Yasmani Guaman. Andrea Patricia Santiago. Christopher M. Madrigal. Brian Sebastian Cando. Joel George. Heather Ann Reno Rabanes. Jerry L. Bellardino, Mike Gabriel Abalon Asen, Stephen Victor Vasquez, Mike Butrin, Kevin S. Polynaise Jr., Nina Singh, Mizan Modak, Brian Akil Friday, Brett Anthony Lawton, Ali Raza Mohammadi, Andrew Rodriguez, Sam Lenz, Paul Wojtowicz, Tisha Madok, Daniel Z. Lobo, Anurag Agarwal, Dorman Honors, Michael Hector Plujos, Sean Arif Malik, David M. Laskowski, Carla Mariam Santamaria, Kirilo Honcharov, Nadia Manopo, Syed Shahir Ali, Mohammed Kiam, Oscar A. Feliz Esteves, Jose Arcides Arbelo Jr., John Aaron de Dios, Kevin Vicencio Burgos, Aylin T. James, Marcus Bagay, Daniel Sarmiento, David Peter Turan, Karam Asaf, Alisa Maloku, Yagilda Yasmin Perez Pena, Agra Mindaye, William Andrew McCoy, Eugene T. Kasuple, Christopher Ramirez, Kenneth Chung, Devendra Pitam, Samuel Okongo, Kelvin Pierre Zamor, Michael Francesco Peluso, Dorman Honors, Arion Bosgo Martinai, Michael J. Cantarero, Stephen Thoraldson, Tanvir Ahmed, Carla Izquierdo, Omar Flores, Jake Thomas Caceres, Brian Enrique Ochoa, Joshua V. Lanjwa, Dorman Honors, Fausto Alessio Martinez Escobar, Christian Lee, Vincent A. Prada, Jorge Sebastian Pena Herrera, Malin V. Zahiro, Christian Lan N. Wantong, Rudis Joan Vidal, Anthony Hernandez, Michael Timothy Daniels, Gabriel Benjamin Yastrzewski, Nicholas Joseph Zubricki, Nadzaya Kuzmich, Andrew Paul Gomez, Al-Muiz Kazi, Trent Keith Gwathney,
Sage B.
Chris
Shaker.
Jatin Sitapara, Regis A. Halliday, Rahul D. Patel, Haley Pragnesh Patel, Jalpan Manish Patel, Pavan Jaiming Kumar Patel, Dennis Matthew Gannon, Dorman Honors, Christopher Elias Cortez, Samson Jang, Nadim Ahmed, Catherine Jimenez, Trung Thi Thuy Dang, Devin J. Uva, Fred Christopher Tuma, Ashley D. Saldana, Yumari De La Cruz Jr., Colby E. Van Dyken, Andrew M. Corrado, Frank L. Shu, Rodney Emmanuel Nunez, Mohammad Al-Rajal, Tiara L. Jenkins Amaker, Saketh Puramseti, Namdi Okike, Saad Mohammed Khan, Vimerlis Mendez, Navodith Shankar, Oliver Santos Paulino, John Solomon, Shakawath Hussein, Yonghyun Shin, Sherwin Dewan, Matthew J. Choi, Azga Nasser, Matthew Perez, Joffre J. Villasis, Esther Giborto, Gustavo Pajuelo, Jan Kimpo, Daniel Ali Khan, Humsa Sandhu, Melissa Jaramillo, Karandeep Kamal, Marin Maher, Joshua B. Okasi, Tomas B. Gonzalez, Alexis Santiago, Muqi Tasawar, Jake David March, Joshua Javier Rosillo, Dorman Honors, Zachary Brian Verlardi, Marimar D. Duran, Rahul Jinkachina, John Michael Mayo, J. Santa Maria, Sean Michael Roach, Rishab Sinha, Yumi Song, Joshua Dadzi, Matthew J. Way, Dylan Jordan Tyrell Knight, Neil Patel, Winifred Danirsa Baez, Harshit Bansal, Aiden Rudolph Krenz, Andrew Rodriguez, Abdullah El Sobki, Japjot Singh Bedi, Jordan Menyeki Kamau, Nicolas Manuel Bajuelo, Mina Messad, Dominic A. Cafone Jr., Divjot Singh Anand, Dorman Honors, Nicholas Samuel Mustrat, Emmanuel Amilcar Tejeda, Medina Jatoyev, James Sebastian Quintas, Adriana Manuela Morales, Nicolas Charreta da Silva, George Tating Herreos, Jason M. Conklin, Ella Brenda Hine, Vincenzo Bucciari, Srikari Chiriyala, Omar Hussein Ahmed, Anthony M. Caruso, Dorman Honors,
Ike Chukwu
Joy Chakraborty,
Uzama
Dorman Honors,
Anyanwaru.
Valerie Kate Sanglay, Jessica Ketin Rana, Dorman Honors, Hasnain Salim, Andrew Sheriff Latef, Dorman Honors, Stephen Ramsey, Olivia Claire Marto, Kyrilos Alfie Nakla, Den Kalen Kabore, Dorman Honors, Marcelino Atef Boles, Aryan S. Rana, and Mary Said Ibrahim, Mariam Gurgis, Ali H. Chehab, Simon K. Nash. Yashi Rastogi. Dana Valentina Sanchez Hernandez. Jessica Francis Maffei, Dorman Honors. Melissa Edjem Bilgili, Dorman Honors. Valeni Rhiannon Passaro, Dorman Honors. Matthew James Stickles, Dorman Honors. Youssef Kassab, Dorman Honors. Sami Daab.
So, please join me in congratulating our newest bachelor's graduate. Let's do that. Graduates, upon completion of your degrees, NJIT is now your alma mater. So, at this time, would everyone please stand for the singing of the alma mater by the NJIT a cappella student group, the Gigabeats. Please stand.
To alma mater fair and great, our voices now we raise. Our gratitude we demonstrate, her steady torch we praise. Her challenge on us ever falls, a world of knowledge calls. In heart and mind our trust will bind to our NJIT. We'll hold her memory ever dear, her spirit will reveal. To her we promise loyalty, our own NJIT.
Graduates, today is your day. Your day. Graduates, please remain standing. The rest sit. Everyone else sit. Graduates, please remain standing. So graduates, what you have achieved is extraordinary. And before I go any further, I want you to take a look around this arena. Take a look around. Now, take it all in and commit this moment to your memory. Remember this. You should feel incredibly proud. What you have accomplished did not come easily. You completed a rigorous curriculum regardless of your major. And you demonstrated the ability to work, to learn, to lead, collaborate, and solve very difficult problems. Now, many of you serve the community. You enrich our university by participating in clubs and activities and represented NJIT at the highest levels of academic and athletic competition. Among you graduates are an engineer and a mathematician who published a scholarly paper in a top peer-reviewed journal as first author, Melissa Bilgely. Rave, Melissa. An entrepreneur who founded a medtech startup and won a Goldwater scholarship, Aliza Mujahid. Please wave. There you go. Students who have accepted to the PhD programs here and other top institutions. Please wave if you're among that group. Congratulations. So you can see, this class includes residents of numerous states and nations, as well as immigrants who have come to the United States and are making incredible contribution to our country. That includes joining the United States military. Thank you so much. As you graduates venture out into the next phase of your life, remember to embrace opportunities and to use your talents to pursue goals that will lift others and improve our world. That is how you lead a life of consequence and of value. Also understand that you are building upon a foundation that was created by previous generations of Highlanders, and that you are contributing to the legacy of our great university. Thank you. So graduates, again, this is your day. Ready to celebrate the culmination of your journey. You ready? With the concluding traditions of these commencement ceremonies. Some of you have been to past commencements, you have seen the drill, but it's never the same unless you experience it yourself. So first, the conferral of your degrees. On behalf of the members of the Board of Trustees, I congratulate you. So, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey and delegated by the Board of Trustees of the New Jersey Institute of Technology, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of the university, I do hereby confer upon each of you the degree of which you are entitled, together with all the rights, all the honors and privileges thereunto appertaining. Graduates of the class of 2025, congratulations! All right, second, your tassel is moved from right to left as you receive your degrees, and it will always remain to the left closest to your heart as NJIT's newest alumni. So graduates, you may now switch your tassel to the left side. I love it that you loved it. Great. Before I invite you to participate in the final tradition, a little bit of a housekeeping. I would like to ask all graduates to remain in their seats, standing or sitting, until the bagpipers, the stage party, the faculty have passed, and you are escorted from your row by an usher. So we want this to be orderly. All right? Are you all ready? Yes. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, and you've seen this before on TV, in person, in the past. The moment that you've been waiting for, and I hope you label your caps, because you need to find them after that. All right? On the count of 3, toss your cap. Toss your cap. All right? Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Class of 2025, make some noise!